These young princesses and knights have all been seated very quietly until they guessed. I didn't even need to give them clues. They knew it was you coming out. It was like they had a knowledge in their brain, and they said, I know who it is, Snow White. We didn't even need clues, but I gave them 7 dwarves anyway, just in case. Well, now they were so excited, I have a feeling they are wishing for something very special.
Well, wishes are very special. What have all of you been wishing for today?
That you would share a story with them.
Well, I'd love to. Would all of you like to help me begin my story?
Say yes.
Let's see, all my favorite stories begin with Once Upon a Time. Would you like to say that with me?
Say yes. Once upon a time.
I was living in the castle with my stepmother, the queen. One day, I was at the wishing well, pulling a bucket of water when I began to sing. Because every task is more enjoyable when you sing and have fun. Well, as I sang, I wished with all my heart my true love would find me. And that's when a very nice voice answered me back.
Hello?
I thought it was an echo from the wishing well. Hello?
Can you echo with me? Hello?
Hello. Say
It
hello.
wasn't an echo. It was someone I had never seen before.
See, the prince had heard Snow White singing from a distance, and he was drawn to her beautiful voice.
Well, I wasn't allowed to speak to strangers, so I greeted him in my room. Oh, but he was so charming and handsome, I couldn't help but looking back at him from my window. But my stepmother was still watching, and she became so jealous I was forced to run away. I ran deep into the forest, but I felt so alone and afraid. That is until I looked up, and I saw some very friendly eyes looking back at me, just like all of you.
See, the forest creatures had heard Snow White, and they were drawn to her side.
They were all so friendly, I knew everything was going to be all right. So I asked them if they knew where I could stay for the night.
And the animals led Snow White through the forest until they found a clearing, and there they found the perfect place for her to stay. Do you remember what it was called? It was like a house, a little house, but a cottage. Very good.
Cottage, that's right. Well, it was just like a doll's house. I just had to know who lived inside, so I walked right up to the door, and I knocked quietly at first.
Oh, there was no answer.
So I knocked again, a little louder this time.
But there was still no answer.
So I peered inside. Oh, well, I tried to peer inside, but the windows were so filthy, I couldn't see through them. So I opened the door, and I called out, hello, may I come in?
But there was no one inside the little cottage.
But there were 7 cute little chairs, so I thought 7 little children must live there. For on the table where dishes should be, just imagine what I found.
A pickaxe, a stocking, and a shoe.
That's right, and from the looks of things, it looks like they could use some help tidying up. So I asked the birds, the squirrels, the rabbits, and the deer if they would all like to help me clean. And right away, we started to tidy things up.
And they whistled while they worked.
That's right, we all used to whistle a merry tune. Would all of you like to hum along, Mr. Elias?
Just whistle while we
Hello there.
and check
Clap, mommy, clap.
together we can tidy up the place to have a merry tune. It won't take long when there's a song to help you set up things. Thank you.
Well, before bringing it, everything was all spick and span. But all that cleaning had made me very sleepy. So I tiptoed upstairs to see if I could find a place to sleep. But I didn't find just one bed. Do you know how many beds I found?
How many?
7, that's right. Well, I was so tired, I fell right asleep.
Snow White was so lovely and reposed, and when she woke up, who do you think she saw in front of her?
7.
The 7 dwarfs. Very good
I
indeed.
greeted them, but how do you do?
And because she had seen their names carved on each of the beds, she began to guess who each of them was.
Would all of you like to help me remember their names? All right, let's get together, shall we?
I'm pleased to meet you, Your Highness. Pleased to meet you.
Do you remember
Where's glasses? Which one's glasses?
That's right, very good.
Oh gosh, nice to make your acquaintance.
Shy.
Actual, very good. That's right.
Sleepy.
Very good.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Your Highness.
Happy, that's right. No, he doesn't talk. Do you know his name? Don't he? Very good.
Oops.
And you being grumpy.
Yes, it was grumpy, and he really did want to be friends. He just didn't know how to show it.
Well, that night, I told my new friends all about my wish that someday my true love would come and find me and carry me away to his castle.
She's
Well, the next morning,
doing
the 7 dwarfs got up and marched off to work in the diamond mines.
And as they marched, they sang.
Sing with me. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Hi-ho, 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 Oh, 7 in the dark.
Goodbye, goodbye. Well, soon I was all alone at the cottage, and I was busy making a gooseberry pie, when all of a sudden, a peddler woman appeared at the window.
Are you my pet?
Why, yes, I am.
Would you like to try a bite of my apple, dearie? Wait until you taste it. It's a magic wishing apple.
Well, it was a very delicious-looking apple, and I did have a very special wish. I wish.
Then Snow White took a bite of the apple and began to feel very strange. She fell into a deep, deep sleep. And when her 7 little friends returned, well, they were broken-hearted to see her this way. Now soon, the 7 dwarfs learned that the old woman was really the queen in disguise, and that because she was jealous of Snow White, she had cast a spell on her to make her sleep forever. So the 7 dwarfs chased the queen to the top of a rocky cliff, where she fell into the darkness below. And then the 7 little friends returned to Snow White's side, wishing they knew what to do, until one day the prince returned. You see, he had been searching for his true love, for he could not forget her. Once more, the prince was drawn to Snow White's side, and he gave her a gentle kiss. Suddenly, Snow White woke up. The prince's kiss had broken the spell.
Yes, I thank all my friends for everything they had done for me, and my charming prince and I were married, and he carried me away to his castle, where we all lived
Happily ever after. Yes, my goodness. Thank you, Snow White, for sharing your story with us.
Snow White.
Let's all wave goodbye for you, lovely Snow White. There she goes. So cheers, Wilson. And thank you all for helping us tell that story. You were very good. We couldn't have done it without you. Until the next time I see you, you shall all remain the apple of my eye. Have a wonderful day.
Say bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ya acabó,
Lovely to see
mami.
you.
Ya acabó. Say bye-bye.